And that is it really gold? And now I will ask that question to you. Do you think that it is?
The house is from 1659.
No way.
And you can actually, you can see it here, 1659.
Hello, I am Elias and welcome to my beautiful city, Stockholm, Sweden. Every time I plan a trip to a new country, it's always a challenge to find just one video on YouTube that can cover all the information you might need. So I decided to do a video myself in each city I visit to make it easier for everyone. In my videos, I will cover everything, starting from airport and transportation, where to stay, where and what to eat, and the most important places you don't want to miss when visiting a new city. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos in other countries. And the first video to start with is my city, Stockholm. I will leave all the links for all the sites in the description below for more details. Let's go! Airport transportation. Stockholm's main airport is Arlanda Airport, located 40 kilometers north of the city. There are a few different options available for the journey from Arlanda to Stockholm Central Station. The fastest way is to take the Arlanda Express train, which is non-stop and takes only 18 minutes. You can find it directly below all terminals. The ticket prices start from 14 euros up to 29 euros and are cheaper if you buy group tickets. It's free for children up to 17 years old when traveling with an adult over 26 years. The cheapest option is to use public transportation. One single ticket starts from 230 euros up to 350 euros and is valid for 75 minutes. You need to take a local bus number 583 from the airport to Mashta, which takes around 15 minutes. And then from Mashta, switch to the commuter train, which takes around 40 minutes to Stockholm Central Station. But if you want to skip the 15 minutes bus ride, you can use the commuter train directly from the airport train station in Sky City. However, passengers who get on and off at Arlanda Airport Central Station must pay an access fee of 12 euros. The airport coaches Flygbussarna leave frequently from all terminals. The ticket prices start from 1150 euros up to 1350 euros and are cheaper if you buy them online or purchase a group ticket. The journey takes around 45 minutes. There is also another airport coach called Flixbus that's cheaper than Flygbussarna. The ticket prices start from 6 euros, but they don't depart frequently. You can take a taxi outside the terminal, but make sure you get an authorized trusted company and most importantly, make sure you get a fixed price beforehand. Personally, I would recommend booking an Uber or Bolt to avoid any scams. Where to stay in Stockholm? Before I discuss the best areas to stay in Stockholm, let's talk about hostels. In all my travels, I made the mistake of only staying in hotels or Airbnb until I stayed in a hostel for the first time in Uruguay, which changed my whole travel experience. I know that staying in hostels is not for everyone, but if you are traveling solo or with the friends, hostels can provide a unique opportunity to meet and socialize with other travelers and locals, exchange travel stories, and learn about different cultures. After all, travel is about new experiences, right? From my limited experience, I know that not all hostels are good, so I have decided to find the coolest and most interesting hostel in every city I visit, starting with Stockholm. So stay tuned. Stockholm is a very walkable city, and if you stay anywhere between the central train station and the old town Gamla Stan, you will be in the heart of everything, with easy access to major sites as well as many restaurants, bars and shops. Stockholm offers a range of hostel options, but in my opinion, one of the best choices is Generator Hostel. It's a budget-friendly chain hostel located in the heart of the city. just a few minutes walk from Stockholm Central Station and Drottninggatan Shopping Street. Prices start at 18 euros per night. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the reception area, open 24 hours. I was impressed by the friendly and helpful staff who allowed me to check in an hour earlier. I stayed in a 6-bed dorm. The bed was wide and comfortable with bed sheets included, a personal light, socket, and it's always a plus when you have a big locker to store all your stuff. Our private bathroom was clean and provided hair and body wash with towels available for an extra fee of around 4 euros. I shared the room with 2 roommates from the UK and we had a city view. As you can see, the room quite modern compared to other hostels. The hostel also has a laundry room, luggage lockers, and a bike rental. Generator Hostel offers a cool social environment and activities every evening, with common areas and events designed to encourage guests to socialize and meet new people from around the world. There is also a restaurant and a bar. I had a great time at the karaoke night, which was really fun. The hostel serves a variety of international breakfast in its stylish restaurant, with unlimited coffee, tea and juice included in the price. I had a delicious smashed avocado and egg, which costs 8 euros if you pre-order it the day before. Just note that if you prefer to cook your own food, you will be disappointed as they don't have a kitchen. Overall, I absolutely enjoyed staying at Generator Hostel. The atmosphere was exactly what I was looking for in a hostel. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see more videos about hostels. Links in the description below. Now I will take you on a tour of the most important places to visit in Stockholm. The Royal Palace is one of the largest palaces in Europe, with over 600 rooms, and is the official residence of the King of Sweden. The palace is open to the public and offers no less than 5 museums. Be sure not to miss the parade of soldiers and the daily changing of the guard. Stockholm's Old Town, where Stockholm was founded in 1252, is popular with visitors and locals alike. The town square, Stortorget, is one of my favorite spots in the city. Most of the buildings in Gamla stan date from the 16th and 17th centuries. The narrow, winding cobblestone streets and buildings of different colors give the area its unique character. One interesting attraction in Gamla stan is the narrowest alley in Stockholm, called Martin Grand, named after a German merchant who immigrated to Stockholm in 1581. It's only 90 centimeters wide at its narrowest point. A few steps from Martin's Alley, you can also visit the German church, Tyska Kyrkan. With its 96 meters high tower, the highest building in the old town. If you are looking to try some Swedish cuisine, consider visiting one of the oldest restaurants in the old town, though keep in mind that the prices can be quite high. Or maybe you can have a fika like a Swede. Fika is a traditional Swedish coffee break that is an important part of the country's culture. A free activity that you can do in the old town is to drink water from Stortorgetsbrunnen, which dates back to 1778. Swedes claim that the water from this spring is the best in Europe, and many would agree. Stockholm City Hall. It's one of the most popular tourist attractions in Stockholm. The City Hall is famous for its grand ceremonial halls and unique pieces of art. The biggest event here is the venue of the Nobel Prize banquet, held on 10 December every year, which I am sure that you at least maybe heard of once.
Spotlights and candles on the tables. Cameras will be set up in each and every one of the windows to broadcast this on live television. As you can see, this is the Golden Hall, and I just had a question, and it is the question that I get asked the most in here, and that is it real gold? And now I will ask that question to you. Do you think that it is? It is 24 karat real gold. You wouldn't be able to make these images if you didn't have 24 karat gold.
It also houses offices for 300 people, including the city council. The City Hall can only be visited on a guided tours.
And the Queen of the Lake Mälaren, this is supposed to symbolize the inauguration, so naturally she's congratulated by the world. You have west and east separately. On the west side, you can see the Eiffel Tower, the American flag. Then on the east side, you can see an elephant, the flag of the Ottoman Empire. You can see the Hagia Sophia, the building that has been a church and then a mosque and then a church and then a mosque, back and forth over the centuries. And this distinction between West and East, today it's very outdated and rightly so, but this wall is very telling of the times that it was done in as well.
The Vasa Museum features the best preserved 17th century ship in the world, the Vasa. It is a unique art treasure, decorated with hundreds of carved sculptures.
Are holding the coat of arms of the Kingdom of Sweden. Maybe see the 3 crowns.
The 69-meter-long warship sank on its maiden voyage in Stockholm Harbor in 1628 and was salvaged 333 years later in 1961. There are several exhibitions around the ship that cover topics like life on board and its historical context. Skansen Open Air Museum is the oldest open air museum in the world, and also a zoo featuring animals native to Scandinavia and 2 indoor aquariums. Skansen was founded in 1891. It showcases historic Swedish buildings, folk costumes, and cultural exhibits to display the traditional way of life in Sweden.
From 2 different pharmacies in Sweden from the 1790s. One royal pharmacy and one pharmacy outside Stockholm.
In this miniature Sweden, 150 farms and dwellings from different parts of the country have been disassembled and transported to the museum. And now I will take you back in time to 17th century and show you how Swedes lived.
If you want to, you can actually try it out. Really? Yeah, if you take off your shoes. You would lean your back against the wall,
Okay.
stuffing the pillows up here, and then sitting half sitting up.
Half sitting.
So you're leaning a bit, but not a lot.
And in which year was this bed?
That bed is around probably 1700s as well, but it could be a bit later. And the reason they're in the corners is because you don't really need any lights in the beds either. Because you're just going to be sleeping in the bed, so you don't need any light in it, even though it's very, very dark.
I am from this generation, not from old, okay, so that
This is a
summer farmstead, so this is where the women came to live in the summertime. And they were living here until October, together with the cows and the goats and the sheep. And they took care of their milk and made cheese and butter. So you can say that it's a summer working house for the women.
To preparing to the winter season.
Yes,
And then they move back to their
to the farm.
to the farm. Okay.
And back at the farm you have all the men and all the married women.
So most of the women that were working here, they were not
If they
married.
were not married, yeah. The milk package is from 1812. That's the milk package. The house is from 1659. And you can actually, you can see it here, 1659. Yeah.
So this is a kitchen for
the big house.
the big house. Okay. Okay. So the people that were living here, they were working for the owner of the house.
Yes, for the noble family. This is potato flour that I made yesterday. Potato, because potato was very new at this time in Sweden.
In Sweden, okay.
Well, we made this earlier today, and it's a potato soup. But we sometimes make items from the dinner menu, so that would be for an evening meal.
Swedish traditions like Midsummer, Lucia, and many concerts and festivals are celebrated here throughout the year.
Redo? 1, 2, 3.
Och den där. Stort tack.
The Stockholm Metro is the world's longest art exhibit, with more than 90 of its 110 stations featuring artworks created by over 150 artists. Visitors can see sculptures, mosaics, paintings, art installations, and inscriptions. Here are the 5 best metro stations to visit. T-Centralen is the busiest station and the heart of the Stockholm Metro system. It opened in 1957 and was the first station to feature artwork. The artist wanted to create a calming atmosphere for passengers with the use of a blue color and symbol motifs. Kungsträdgården, or the King's Garden, takes its name from the area's royal history, which was the size of the Maculas Palace and a beautiful French garden. Everything in the station tells the story of the size above ground and references the old French formal garden. The station is notable for its unique flora and fauna, and the statues around the station are replicas of the Maculas Palace's exterior art. Solna Centrum Metro Station stands out for its caviness, bright red ceiling, and its bright green walls, the green being the forest and the red being an evening sun setting behind the treetops. The artist wanted to create a lively atmosphere in the station. You can see from some of the wall paintings that the artist wanted also to highlight some of the most debated societal topics of the 1970s in Sweden about the environment. You will see how the clearing of the trees from forest was done to make room for new buildings and industries. The design theme of Stadion Station is inspired by the Olympic Games, and the rainbow loosely represents the colors of the Olympic rings. The artist also wanted to bring the sky underground. Rådhuset station was carved out of rock like many of Stockholm's metro stations, but unlike the others, it has retained its raw appearance. According to the artist, he was inspired by the North African Atlas Mountains, and you can clearly see this from the color of the station. This gives the station an atmosphere that is both mineral and warm. Stockholm Boat Tour. If you want to discover Stockholm from the water, there is a wide range of boat tours to suit every taste, occasion, and weather. I was lucky to find a super friendly lady who works with these tours and could give us more details.
Hi, we have different things, and best five anyway. We have the Under the Bridges, the Royal Canal Archipelago Tour, or we have the Oponapov or Fjäderholmarna, where I'm standing in front of. And it depends on the time, the amount of time you want to spend, and how much also. It matters a lot. But whichever one you do, you will not regret it, because they are all fun and informative and beautiful also.
If one tourist want to get one boat tour, which one you will recommend the best?
If you want to see Stockholm, I'll recommend Under the Bridges of Stockholm. You get to go under the beautiful bridges of Stockholm, and it's informative and beautiful also. But if you want to go a little bit outside of Stockholm, we have the one that goes to Vaxholm, the Archipelago Tour, and it's really nice. You go through beautiful islands with a guide and all that, so it's really nice.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, sir.
Keep smiling, that's the best secret. Thank you so much. Thank you, bye-bye, thank you. Food markets in Stockholm. Östermalm Hall is a historic indoor market that has been in operation since 1888 and features a wide variety of vendors selling traditional Swedish cuisine and high-quality fresh seafood, meats, cheeses, and other specialty foods, as well as many restaurants and wine bars. The market has been named the world's 7th best food hall and is a popular destination for both locals and tourists. Keep in mind that the food is high in quality, but also high in price. Hotorgshallen is another historic market hall located in the heart of Stockholm. It offers a similar range of fresh and local products as Östermalm Hall, but on a smaller scale. Kungshallen is a food court located just a few meters away from Hotorgshallen, and it offers affordable dining options including traditional Swedish cuisine, mostly international dishes, fast food, and more. Talking about fast food, Max Restaurant is a popular fast food chain in Sweden. It has multiple locations in Stockholm and can also be found in Arlanda Airport. And if you are on budget, there is still an option where you can taste traditional Swedish food at very low prices, and that's of course the restaurant at IKEA, located right in the heart of the city center. You can eat a meatball for around 4 euros or baked salmon for only 7 euros. Stockholm's best view. Finding the perfect Stockholm viewpoint is one of the best ways to end your day and take in as much of the city's magic as possible all at once. Monteliusvägen is a 500-meter long walking path with a magnificent view of Lake Mälaren, Stockholm City Hall, and the Old Town. And just a few minutes away, you will find the highest natural point in central Stockholm, Norrviksberget, the best place for a picnic under the open sky and to enjoy the beauty of Stockholm, especially at sunset. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of my journey. Please like and share this video with your friends and family, and I hope it will inspire them to visit Stockholm with you. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with the future travel videos in other countries. Tack och hej då!